When you strive in silence, your enemy doesn't know what to attack. As Goethe says, as long as a person remains silent, there is no danger for them because their fate is tied to their tongue. You might ask, where was the enemy? But it's enough to share your goals and plans with friends and people around you to realize how many enemies you actually have. Many people you once considered friends will suddenly try to discourage you or change your mind. But are all people like this? Of course not. However, there are certain types of people you should never talk to about your goals and plans. Albert Einstein believed that these people would only cause trouble for you, and today we're going to use his insights to answer these questions. The first group Einstein often encountered in his life: indifferent people. Imagine you've carefully planned everything, you're full of excitement, and you go to someone to share your ideas. They show no interest at all, and at best they just say, good luck. Talking about your goals with such people only discourages you and makes you doubt your path. If you need advice, go to people who have real experience in that field and genuinely wish you well. Indifferent people, even if they're not jealous, will ultimately drain your motivation. The next group, people who always oppose everything. Einstein said about them, stay away from negative people. They have a problem for every solution. No matter how powerful or transformative your idea is, these people will exaggerate every obstacle to stop you from moving forward. They may not even have bad intentions, but because they're pessimistic, they constantly scare you. Our advice: before talking about your plans, evaluate the person's personality. If they're negative most of the time, say nothing and focus on your work. The next group, competitors on the same path. You'd have to be very naive to seek advice from someone operating in the exact same field, especially if they're at your level. Someone with many years of experience won't usually see you as a threat, but people at your level often do. They won't reveal their real cards because they want to keep their ideas for themselves. And if you're unlucky, they might even give you misleading advice to push you out of the way. To be honest, people who truly possess valuable knowledge rarely hand it over freely. Jean-Jacques Rousseau once said, those who know much speak little, and those who know little speak a lot. So be careful with people who claim to reveal the secrets of success. 99% of them are empty drums, loud but hollow, especially many so-called motivational figures on social media. Many people think social media is free. It's not. Its cost is your valuable time. If you fail to manage it properly, you will certainly regret it years later. Another dangerous group, persuasive talkers. These people constantly give advice, even when they have no expertise. They argue well, use logical fallacies skillfully, and eventually convince you that they're right. They know nothing, but they are masters of debate. If you share your goals with them, they'll make them seem meaningless. Why? Because only their opinion matters to them. If they don't find your idea interesting, then in their eyes it's worthless. Einstein said, only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. That's why you should seek advice only from people who truly understand your path. Superficial advice doesn't help. It only discourages. The most toxic group, fearful people. These people often care about you and don't mean harm, but their fears poison your vision of the future. They constantly say, what if it doesn't work? What if you fail? What if you lose your reputation? Their mindset is tuned to failure. They don't believe in themselves. Einstein said it's better to believe in what you're doing, because with belief, anything becomes possible. Someone who is afraid in their own life can never guide you toward achieving your goals. The final and most dangerous group, jealous people. If you understand body language even a little, you'll eventually recognize how people feel about your success. Jealous people expose themselves quickly. Your response should be silence and a smile. Give short answers so they have nothing to be jealous of. Sun Tzu said, "Your enemy is the friend who knows too much about you." If a friend is weaker than you in many aspects, there's a strong chance jealousy exists deep down. They may want to pull you down to their level to validate their own situation. In such cases, remain silent and share nothing about your goals. Selected quotes attributed to Albert Einstein. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. Three great forces rule the world: stupidity, fear, and greed. Do not grow old, no matter how long you live. Like a child, remain curious and never surrender to the mystery you were born into. A woman who follows the crowd usually goes no further than the crowd. But a woman who walks alone often finds herself in places no one has been before. A wise person never shares their plans with those who are indifferent, judgmental, fearful, jealous, negative, or overly dogmatic.